What's going on, guys? It's Tremaine here, the most disciplined day trader on YouTube. Here are the two trades we took this morning live in Discord. What a day has been, so let's go through it. First attempt, looking for longs. We're beneath both the opening prices I like to look at. We've done a pretty nice damage on sell side, so I'm placing my stop loss beneath the lower quadrant of that wick. Looking for 2,000 on the day. This is my personal account, real money. And we've traded down into a daily bullish order block. You see I have the high of that annotated and the midpoint of that wick. That is your, let me see if I can find it. I have my charts pulled up next to me. That is your Friday, July 18th daily chart, that down close candle. I'm looking at the midpoint of that wick. That's what you see. I have annotated there. So that's what the trade is based off of. Showing signs of weakness initially, but I'm actually planning on pyramiding once it starts giving me positive feedback. Everything now looking good, working above that down close candle. I want to treat that as a bullish order block, and I'm telling the group what I'm looking at as far as pyramiding and whatnot. So we're inside that down close candle right there. I'm buying one more, adding to my position, trailing my stop up beneath the bodies of those candles. You see me pointing to it there. Aiming for just under $3,000. And I want to see us get above that SIBI, see if we can use that as an inversion fair value gap as a discount array. NASDAQ struggling around its consequent encroachment. Have my stop placed at around 800 bucks. And completely overlapping that down close candle, no bueno. And you're going to see my stop out right there. So first trade this morning was an L. Same session, a few minutes later, okay, another long entry. We traded down into a 15-minute breaker, and we're inside that that daily fair value gap. For those in the Discord, we've outlined that breaker that's resting inside of that daily fair value gap over the weekend in the weekly forecast. So that's what this trade is based off of. That gray box is a fair value gap. I want to see that act as support. My stop loss is beneath the lower half of that inversion fair value gap. So you can see we're working the high of that daily inefficiency, BAG. You see I have it labeled daily BAG high. That stands for daily breakaway gap high. And I have the upper quadrant, the midpoint, the lower quadrant, and then the low annotated there. So you can see we've been working the upper half of that daily breakaway gap. It's a sign that I like to look for, so I'm confident going long here. All right, 5-minute fair value gap. I'm showing the group that I'm allowing for price to trade into that. It's no big deal. Notice how we're working the upper half of the inversion fair value gap. Price is struggling to have any interest in visiting the lower half of it. Not the best entry on my part, but I do like my stop loss placement. And as long as I'm buying near the high of that daily fair value gap, I'm fine with it. And you can see I label that as an inversion fair value gap. Once the bodies start respecting it like it did at the high end, and once it shows that it's not interested in even trading to its midpoint, that's a signature that I like. And I'm talking about that breakaway gap. I'm telling them that right there, that'll be a pyramid entry. If I didn't take that loss on the first attempt, I'll be buying another one right there, expecting that newly formed fair value gap to stay open. Outlining some partials and things of that sort. Trailing my stop loss up now. I'm currently up around 1,700 bucks, 1,800 bucks. And I could have included this whole stream in this YouTube video, but we're in this trade for a long time, and it's going to take too long for that video to render, so we're just going to do a quick voiceover and speed this bad boy up. 3-minute chart, we have two fair value gaps stacked on top of each other, so I'm watching the upper one. I would want that to offer support. Doing a lot of chit chat here. Can't remember what I was talking about, to be honest. We stayed on past 11 o'clock today. This was a really long stream this morning. Real active, a lot of screen time, which I don't like, but I like this opportunity here. Stalling a little bit. I have equilibrium marked out. In a little bit, you're going to see me outline that bullish order block, the midpoint of that wick up to the high of that volume imbalance. I know it's really quick, but if you go to your 5-minute chart and those two down close candles I was referring to, I'm looking at the wick on the first candle and I'm drawing it all the way up to the high of the 5-minute volume imbalance, and I'm telling the Discord that that's the range that I'm looking for to provide support. So I'm allowing price to work inside that blue shaded region. Okay, it's not a specific PD array or anything like that. That's just the area of support that I'm looking for price to respect. And you can see that displacement, that's perfect. Now, I told the group here, if you're uncomfortable after taking that first loss, there's nothing wrong with closing your trade here. I lost $800 my first attempt, and I'm currently up $1,800. You can easily press that X button and be content at a break-even day, or in this case, I would have been up $1,000. But I have no fear in losing. There's no fear of having a red day. So I'm letting my trade have a chance. I'm giving it a chance to run. If it comes from my stop here at break even, it's no big deal. I'll accept the red day. That is perfectly fine. The risk is managed. It's perfectly fine. This is my first trade of the day, my first two trades of the week. It's fine. But I'm telling them that if you're uncomfortable, if you're queasy, if you're kind of scared to have a red day and you're in profit now on your second attempt, if you got sweaty palms, you're fidgeting in your seat, if that's going on, just cut the trade early, accept your small green day, and there it is. But this whole stream was focused on building my patience, growing and holding my trades even when it feels a little uncomfortable. And at this point in time right here, I'm locking in $800. Okay, so I lost $800 on my first attempt. I now lock that in with my trail stop loss. So I didn't have to take any partials to recoup what I lost. My stop loss does it for me. So best case scenario, my TP gets hit. We finish up 3,000 on the day. Worst case scenario, I finish break even. So not a bad trading day. Not the best, obviously, but that's what we're working with. A little bit of a consolidation, and there's the stop out for a small win on the second attempt, finishing the day break even. So that was pretty much the business today. Kind of a weird day. Didn't participate in anything going short. Beautiful sell off. Very aggressive. Whoever captured that short, they're about to retire their parents because that was beautiful. But first long entry, stopped out. Second attempt, small little win for $800, and finishing the day break even, up like $6 or whatever. So we're back at it, business per usual for the Discord members. Tomorrow at 9:15, I'll look to see if I can capture a solid win so I can have my first solid win of the week. And I'm on pace to have my first $10,000 month with real money on my real account. So that's exciting. Hopefully we can hit that tomorrow. And that'll be pretty cool. I'll be done for the week if that's the case. So YouTube family, I love y'all, man. We're almost at 20,000 subscribers. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. We need, I think, like 500 or something of that sort. And I'll see y'all when I see y'all. All right? Peace.